we're back already for Sutton United v Leeds United, and we're just trying to sort out a stream, and that stream's not working. Let's try Alpha TV number 2. And we've got to wait for the advert.
Leeds fans watching this won't like me reminding them, but these weather conditions are not dissimilar to those that they experienced on their darkest day in the Cup when they lost at Histon. Absolutely teeming down that day in Cambridgeshire.
Bit blurry with a blurry stream.
Remains Leeds' only defeat in the FA Cup to non-league opposition.
Well, I think Leeds will be okay today.
Cooper and McKay, new partnership in together. So they need to test them early on. Leeds have started well, keeping the ball in their own half.
And it's Leeds on the attack.
Matt Grimes on loan from Swansea. Now Louis Coyle.
And of course we do have the team sheet on the screen. And I've got to say, Leeds haven't made too many changes. They put a very strong outfit out, so I think Leeds will have too much for Sutton United. Of course, Leeds going very well in the Championship.
Supporters queued around the block for several hours to buy tickets for this tie.
As I said, the last time Sutton United were in the fourth round, they got hammered 8-0 by Norwich City. Another thing that should ease Leeds United fans, the games have done so far. The team that scores first has gone through from Attwell all the way to the new den. So, and it has had a pattern of
does have a long throw.
how do I put it? Wolves won away, Chelsea won at home, Arsenal won away, and then Millwall won at home. So it looks like all leads to an away win to Leeds.
Cooper. Coyle. Suleiman Dukara, who's got a belting goal in the midweek win over Nottingham Forest at Elland Road. It's compared to Tony Yeboah's famous hit against Liverpool all those years ago.
Yeah, it was a wonderful strike from Dukara. So Leeds haven't really got going when they've got into Sutton's half with a bit of quality, the movement in and around that back four of Sutton. So he's brought him to play alongside Anderson just to try and hold up that ball in the final third.
We're waiting for Bailey to take the free kick, and he leaves it ultimately for Spence. Playing its part.
With windy conditions.
Eastman. Deacon. Well, there's that magic quality that his manager refers to.
I was talking a shot from earlier from Adam May. They had the opportunity in the first couple of minutes. When you got the win with you, you really need to test Silvestri early on.
Well, not a bad effort. Good save from Sylvester.
Deacon catches it brilliantly.
There'll be a corner to Sutton United.
Deep at the moment.
Yeah, Sutton almost scored.
Deacon's the man that's already had the ball in the Leeds net. Disallowed for the tightest of offside calls. We talked about the so-called cut of the grass. It is an artificial surface, but
We're
It is
already
swept in
12
straight
minutes
lines
in.
across
I
the
was a
pitch,
bit
so
late to this game.
that was maybe the biggest guide as to whether he was or wasn't offside on the replay we saw. It's Collins, didn't get clean purchase, another corner.
The corner does Sutton United from the right.
Really worked on since the start of the season, defending set plays were their Achilles
Another
heels in
thing
August.
Leeds will have in their favour, of course. If it stays 0-0 for a long period of time, Sutton will get tired, I'm sure of that.
It's towards Collins, and Manqua got a piece of it.
And that'll go out for a goal kick. Leeds not wanting to give anything away. Cheltenham to win fan. Did Macclesfield beat North Ferriby yesterday? I don't know. I have a feeling Sutton might win this. I have a feeling they won't win this. A good start from Sutton United. I'm still going to stick with Leeds United to make the 5th round.
Just shy of 100
As
appearances for
Sylvester
Leeds
takes
now,
this goal kick.
which makes him very experienced by comparison with most of his teammates today.
Oh, this looks like it's very blurry due to the rain and wind conditions. I'm sure BT can use that as an excuse.
3 products from their own academy.
At the moment I'm seeing, what, 22 Leeds players on the field. Very badly blurred.
Extraordinary presence on the Leeds bench today of 18-year-old striker Malik Wilkes. He comes on, it will be his debut. Leeds putting a protective arm around the young player because tragically his older brother Raheem was shot dead as recently as last Thursday. Clipped.
So to give Leeds a little bit of time to regroup and send players forward for this free kick. Kept the ball well at the back, playing it across the back four.
As for live streams for Wigan and Manchester United, Red Devils TV and the United Stand will be doing the live stream. I won't be. This will be my final stream of the FA Cup until the replays.
Dukara. Bailey and then Downer. Adam May. Certainly had an FA Trophy replay on Tuesday night here against Worthing, which was unwelcome in the sense that it went to extra time. It was a much changed lineup fielded by Paul Doswell, but several of these players did figure. Eastman winning it. Maxime Villamou. Fellow Frenchman Vicente Gomis. Now Rory Deacon. Deacon, who played in round 4 with Stevenage against Everton. Manqua. There's time here for Louis Coyle. Billy Whitehouse. Phillips for Leeds. League form has been very solid. 3 defeats in 16 in the Championship. Eastman, Gomez tumbles over, And Stuart Attwell, after much deliberation, gives the free kick. And out comes a yellow card for Liam Cooper.
Well, they've done that well, Sutton. Put pressure on Leeds in their own area. Careless pass there from the captain. Certainly warrants a yellow card.
Cooper has just back from injury, restored to the side today. Neither Bartley nor Janssen travelled with the squad, the regular centre-back pairing.
The first 20 minutes
Free
so
kick
far
to
from Leeds
Sutton.
just reminds me of the last round against Cambridge. Started slow, now Cambridge into the game, but second half certainly showed their qualities in keeping the
Out
ball.
on the right side.
Rory Deacon,
Straight in.
Simon Downer,
Can't really see.
Jamie Collins,
Ball put back in. Headed away.
Gomes.
And that'll go wide.
Sutton doing brilliantly, winning every single second ball that goes into the box.
But Leeds
Keeping
get
it
a
alive on the
corner.
edge of the 18-yard box as
Sutton
well.
United get a corner.
Downer does absolutely brilliantly to keep this in play. He's a little bit off the pace at the moment. Talking about winning those second balls.
Rory Deacon will tee this up in front of the 750 travelling Leeds supporters.
Here comes the corner from the left by number 21. Put in.
Collins just eased off the
And I
ball.
think that's going to go out for a goal kick, is it? No, he's kept it in.
Amankwa.
Needs to turn the ball. Not able to turn. And that'll be a throw.
Phillips.
And
And he
it'll
in
be
turn
cleared,
was
and
clipped by
it's
Simon
going to be a
Downer.
free kick to Leeds.
It was a half shout for a penalty. Jamie Collins turned round and asked the referee about this.
So I don't really see too much in that. from Paul
Nah,
McKay.
it's not a penalty. I don't even know who the referee is today in this game. We'll just go and find out. There's about no time to prepare for this game.
Gomes.
And that goes back to the keeper. And
Grimes.
another Premiership team bites the dust. Fulham 4, Hull City 1.
Cooper. It's Whitehouse. Coyle. Antonsen, Swedish striker. Jamie Collins. He has a few FA Cup tales to tell, not least the day that he played for Hampton Waterlooville at Anfield. And twice they led Liverpool before succumbing 5-2. That was in round 4, 8 years ago.
The referee is Stuart Attwell. And Leeds have a throw in.
Billy Whitehouse, always stretching.
And that went out for a goal kick. So far, yes, Sutton United have been the better team. No question
We have
about
live Premier League
that.
football to enjoy this midweek on BT Sport on Tuesday. A genuinely big game as the leaders Chelsea go to Liverpool, who are fourth. BT Sport 1.
I think
from 7.
Chelsea
And then
will
on
look forward to
Wednesday,
Liverpool.
Manchester City visit West Ham, where they won 5-0 in the FA Cup recently. Again, 7 o'clock
When
start
the way
time
Man
for the
City are
coverage
playing, I
on
wouldn't
BT
take
Sport
that
1.
for granted. Playing West Ham, they're on good form now.
Dukara.
This where Leeds are going to come up. No.
Phillips with Deacon bearing down on him. Warner.
Certainly the problem the Leeds have when they get that ball in midfield, the attacking four are running away from the ball. Not too many are coming forward and having good movement in and around that midfield area of Sutton. It's pretty static at the moment, hence why they're going to go sideways and backwards, and sometimes that long diagonal as well.
Coyle, whistle's gone though. Two Sutton players down, one of them, Liamu, taking a little longer to get up than the other.
Certainly committed run there from Stuart, the fullback.
Sutton won't take a backward step. They showed that in the replay win at AFC Wimbledon, which got quite feisty at times.
Listen, Paul Doswell's
And hello to the 3 people that are listening in. How are you this fine afternoon? It might be gloomy and grey, but we don't care. The football has been fantastic. In a really good 4th round of the FA Cup.
So superstitious is Doswell that he insisted that the players travel to the ground by coach today from the Holiday Inn in Sutton, which is approximately 90 seconds away by road. And he also insisted that the bus driver should be the same man that took them to Lincoln in the league earlier this season and to AFC Wimbledon. And what with that, his World Cup boots and his special FA Cup lucky tracksuit bottoms.
Yeah,
and
all
deep
these
inside
lucky
his pocket
charms.
as well, poignantly, a note from the parents of Lee Boxall, a Sutton fan who disappeared at the age of 15 in the season that they played Coventry in the Cup. His parents have been in touch to wish Sutton all the best in their Cup run, and that is tucked inside Paul Doswell's innermost pocket.
Sutton United lost a fan.
Deacon.
As Sutton come forward with Deacon, plays it out on the left,
That's
ball
Spence.
whipped in the box.
Should be Silvestri.
Sylvester gathers that, no worries.
Well, he came well there,
Thought he was
Silvestri.
going to quickly roll it out.
Always feel that the goalkeepers will get that given as a foul anyway. Mank with the fullback, big, strong, getting forwards, trying to go on those far post crosses.
Toss for Leeds, no, that'll be offside. And of course, I do remember when Sutton United beat Coventry City in 1989.
So much goes through Chris Wood in that final third in the Championship. He's
I
so
would have been
important
just
to him. They got that
11 years
outball as well
old.
when Chris Wood plays on the diagonal.
How football has
in that final
changed.
third, as well as Hernandez in that number 10 role. Certainly the personnel change, but the way that they've played in this first half has to change as well. Haven't quite got to grips with it so far.
Those days when you were a young lad, the FA Cup was massive. And I mean absolutely the... How can I put it in better words? It was the showpiece occasion from the 3rd round all the way to the final.
Adam May.
These days I think a lot of young lads go for the Champions League, which is fair enough.
Phillips. Those of you that hanker after local players representing local clubs.
All in the middle.
5 Yorkshire-born players in the Leeds side
Sutton
today.
coming forward now down the right. They're going to get a good ball in. No.
6 players born within the confines of the M25. What are your thoughts on the pitch,
That's a,
Adam Berger? I mean, it's not
when Leeds were playing
noticeably an
Barnsley, that's
artificial
where I
game in the
was
way
on
that it
the
used to be when you watched at
M25.
Oldham and Luton and QPR all those years ago. We'll come back to that. Here's Deacon. And still, Rory Deacon.
And they're getting a good shot. And I think the keeper's got that one.
Well, the better
He
chances
certainly
have
has.
fallen the non-league team's way.
Yeah.
Just wonder how many chances Sutton United will need.
Well, Sutton United
The
have to
quality
start
of Leeds can
taking
certainly
them.
come back. But when you're on top in these situations, you have to get that goal.
Phillips.
There's a ball.
Dallas.
Good save from the keeper of Sutton United. That's Ross Warner.
Dallas coming in off the line for the first time, that bit of quality. Warner coming off his line.
Well, Leeds should have the quality. They're doing very well in the Championship. But here comes Sutton again, down the right side.
There's always extra hope from the Sutton fans when he has possession.
Oh, it's a good pass,
Right on cue,
but
he
the Leeds
misplaced his
players
pass.
should have more pace than him.
Ross Warner at one end, formerly of Charlton. Most recently it was Marco Silvestri distinguishing himself.
Another 28 minutes, still 0-0.
Spence.
Running quick.
Simon Downer.
Cleared up field, now it'll be a throw into Sutton.
Last line of Leeds defence called into serious action.
Straight at the other end, Stuart Dallas comes in off the line for the first time, just can't quite get the height to get it over. Ross Warner, that was a brilliant block there from Cooper, really needed to beat. But these youngsters are going to make mistakes today. You're always going to get that, but you need an experienced goalkeeper to back you up, which he's done so
Sutton
far.
is sort of in South London, Surrey.
Bailey. Biamou.
And it's Sutton to attack, but Leeds should get the ball away. And it could be a chance for Leeds maybe to bring the ball forward. Have their first decent shot on target. They do everything. If they do get a shot on target, it will be a goal. Sutton defending in numbers.
Corner. Yeah, better movement from Leeds in that final third now. Now, got down that right hand
just
side
be
with
a
a little bit of
corner.
space and time.
Collins putting it out.
Dallas coming in off that line, just taking a bit more of a free roll in and around the 18-yard box. So Leeds have been strong from set plays this season.
Here comes the corner.
Grimes.
Bit deep.
Another corner, far side this time.
Yeah, 9 goals have come from corners on Gary Monk's side. Something really picked up in that first month of the season. They've really worked on, and talking to James Beattie last night, certainly feels there's a massive part of Championship football set plays.
So the corner's going to come in from the left. There's plenty of bodies in the box. Here it comes. That's a bit too deep. Headed down, and the keeper gathers that no worries and kicks it out quick.
And he's seeking out Deacon. Linesman flagging, but the referee tried to play advantage, and then he'll have to intervene there. As Deacon is sliced to the floor.
Is there going to be a booking for Leeds?
Yellow card for Tyler Denton.
So Denton picks the second yellow card for the game. I didn't see Cooper's yellow card.
Against Cambridge on his debut. Again, there's good advantage there from Stuart Attwell to allow that
There's a
one to
free
keep
kick in
going.
a good area now for Sutton United.
Has to be so careful now.
Of course, Leeds were 1-0 down at Cambridge United, but came back very strong in the second half.
Collins has scored 6 goals, albeit a centre-back. Helps that he takes the penalties as well, but he is a threat from set pieces.
Bit of holding on there. So comes the
May
free
making near
kick.
post run.
It's put in,
Dukara.
and it's easily defended by Leeds. Now Leeds could counter-attack here if they move quick. Long ball played. And luckily Sutton get away with it, and they play back their keeper. He gets chased down, and the ball is kicked downfield.
Biamou.
Here comes Sutton down the left.
Eastman, the one-time Arsenal player.
Number 15, and he won't go no further.
10 first-team
Eastwood.
appearances for the Gunners, including a handful in the Premier League.
Oh, that's Eastmond.
Cooper.
Cooper kicks it long, without which a Leeds play no won't. Bit of head tennis. And back to Sylvester in the Leeds goal. Player down for Sutton. I think he got winded.
Certainly the way that he landed that committed challenge from Mackay. Trying whether breaking play was needed. Certainly wasn't a head injury. I don't think he needs to stop the game there.
Physio Bobby Childs called into play. His other job is to administer the 3G pitch together with the goalkeeping coach and goalkeeping substitute today, Wayne Shaw. They handle the bookings and the maintenance and oversee the considerable income that it brings in for this community club. There he is, 46-year-old Wayne Shaw. If anything happens to Ross Warner, he comes on. He's telling us before the game he can't quite remember when his last FA Cup tie was, but he thinks it's about 7 years ago. He's quite a character.
The game's back on the way with Leeds in possession in their own half. And Leeds move this ball forward with a bit more pace, a bit more urgency.
Grimes, Dukara, Cooper.
Long ball out on the right for Leeds, and that goes out for a throw into Sutton.
Who by common consent got a bit of a raw deal at Swansea, having led them to 8th in
James
the Premier
Beattie
League
was the manager of Accrington Stanley a few seasons ago. Former Southampton and Blackburn player.
Similar to Gary Rowett at Birmingham before he lost his job to Gianfranco Zola. He's certainly up there as one of the managers of the season so far for me.
Spence with this throw-in, number 17, throws it in.
Spence
gets the ball back, plays it to the middle.
Bailey, who once cost Middlesbrough more than £1 million. Gomes, Eastman.
So on the right, ball played in. Deacon with the ball. He can't do anything with it. And that'll be a foul, and Leeds United win a free kick. Is outside the 18-yard box in their own half.
He's picked up some good positions there, number 10 role, Rory Deacon. So it's important that the communication from the back four to those two holding midfielders is important.
Coyle.
Leeds now got a chance playing some keep me ups, gets the ball in there, and that's going to be too deep. But Dallas keeps it in.
Dukara. Denton. Dallas. Good play from Leeds.
And it's just wide from Dallas, and he wins a corner.
Dallas on the ball. They've looked very dangerous, Leeds. Kept that one alive. Good link-up play with Dukara. In and around the 18-yard.
Stuart Dallas, for me, a very underrated player at Leeds United. Good utility player. A very good player for Northern Ireland. He definitely showed that in Euro 2016. Corner comes in from the right side.
Grimes.
And the keeper puts it out for another corner.
You have too many people around him. Ross Warner.
No, it's been given as a goal kick.
In the Sutton goal. On the right there, Dave Roffey, who was in goal 47 years ago when he conceded 6 against Leeds, and on the left his son Trevor, who was the goalkeeper against Coventry in 1989. Eastmond. Deacon.
Sutton looking to come forward, down the right.
And now May.
Can't go nowhere.
Losing out
And
to
Leeds
Phillips.
come away with
May's
the
back
ball
for one.
and he slipped. Ball back with, they've gone back to the goalkeeper Ross Warner. He'll kick it long. There'll be a chance here for Sutton, I don't think so, as that is hoofed away. Leeds starting to get a control on the game. Starting to have more possession. I'm sure Gary Monk will have definitely told his Leeds players pass that ball around.
Now Liam Cooper.
Up the tempo, it will knacker Sutton United out eventually. They're not going to be able to maintain the pace for 90 minutes.
National League side bring with confidence and very, very strong home records. Gary Monk's side do tend to come strong in the second half. They've been renowned for that this season in the Championship.
That's
Majority
true.
of goals have come in those last 15
So
minutes.
0-0 at half-time will not be a disappointing score for Leeds. They'll settle for that.
This has been an area of concern. It's been
And they'll
sideways
probably
and
get the
backwards.
job done
No
in
real
the
tempo to try and
second
get that ball
half.
early into Dakara.
But as I say, the FA Cup don't take anything for granted.
Now was he tripped? He was, and it was right on the edge. It's a free kick.
Edge of the box on the left. Free kick for Leeds in a very good position as Deacon picks up a yellow card for Sutton.
That's a wonderful diagonal ball. Just sometimes every now and then it just changes things up.
Oh, he has put his arm across.
First time really that Tyler Denton's really looked to get forward when once Grimes has got a little bit of time in midfield.
So is this where Leeds take the lead? Just on the stroke of half time, 5 minutes to go.
Dallas, who starred for
Of
Northern
course,
Ireland
Sutton
in
have
Euro
potted
2016.
around in their league history around the Ryman League and the Conference. Ball comes in and Warner gathers that.
That's always comfortable height there for Ross Warner, even though his captain gets in his way.
Dakara.
No, nothing for Leeds. Cleared upfield by Sutton.
Has played on the left-hand side.
That should be dealt with very comfortably by Leeds. It is no win the throw-in. No decision goes the way of Sutton United. Sure, that came off a Sutton player last.
And Spence, who during the week is a teaching assistant, will take
So
this
Spence has the throw-in. Right down
once he can find a football.
the left side. Is he going to take a long throw and get this ball straight in the 18-yard area? Need some KSI style throw-ins. Yep, he's going long. Launches it in there. And Leeds get it out very quickly for another throw-in to Sutton, which Spence will take again.
Purchase on the ball.
Taken long and headed out, and that'll be throwing number 3 for Spencer on that left side. And he'll do exactly what he did before. And now the Leeds fans starting to chant "We are Leeds," making their presence felt.
Leeds ball this time. Well, plenty to look forward to on BT Sport next weekend. News of all the goals as they go in with BT Sport Score. Saturday afternoon
And
on
it's
BT
Cole now with a
Sport 1.
throw-in
And that's
near the
followed by
corner
live coverage from White
for
Hart
Leeds.
Lane,
Launches
as
it
Tottenham
long
seek
up
to
the
strengthen
field.
their Premier League title challenge against Middlesbrough, live on BT Sport 1
Tottenham
from
should beat
5.
Middlesbrough.
Yamu.
Here comes Sutton. Maybe they could just nick. Oh, it's a good save from Sylvester.
Excellent save.
Unlucky that Sutton. Here comes another one, and that goes wide off the post.
Dropped beautifully. The second time for Eastman to have a smash at.
It's a really good chance there for Eastman.
Back four can't really react to try and squeeze up on the shot from Rory Deacon, but again, Silvestri's called
Good
into
save from
question.
Sylvester from Deacon.
Brilliant
And
save
there
there.
is Eastman with a shot that goes
Wide.
well
Good finish at the
wide
half from Paul Doswell's side.
off the left post.
I tried to get you in to talk about the pitch and how you do get a fairly natural football match on it. The trouble is Sutton keeps threatening to score and we have to cut you off in your prime. So what is your view of it?
I'll say something that I know Gary Monk would certainly feel that he's not going to use it as an excuse. You see so many upsets and you can see that Sutton's record at home this season, Maidstone again with another 3G pitch in the National League. I think it's difficult for Football League players just to come and play on this surface with the competition that they're in. Very, very different from playing on grass. I know they're very good now, these 3G pitches, but I still feel it's an unfair advantage against Football League sides.
Biamu offside against Gomes.
Oh, I think Leeds can cope with the pitch very comfortable. It's not like the old days at Kenilworth Road with the plastic pitch.
It's a good opportunity there to hold his run a bit more than what he did.
Oldham Athletic at 1-2, it was a fair advantage for Oldham and Luton. And a total disadvantage for away teams.
As yet, they're not allowed in the Football League. And if Sutton were to be promoted, they'd either have to refuse elevation or dig up their pitch. At the moment, they're languishing in 16th in the league and very happy to be at National League level, having won National League South last season.
He's certainly coming to the division, Paul Doswell, with an excellent record. Beating Ebbsfleet in that playoff final last season to gain promotion. Very difficult to bring in signings, but he's managed to bring in experience like some Matt Tubbs to try and lead that front line. Still given the opportunity to play.
Matt Tubbs, the former Crawley player.
The opportunity in the National League.
As we're nearly at half time, shouldn't be too much injury time.
They're putting themselves very well here so far today.
I think we've either got a minute or we've got 3 minutes.
Out of play, Sutton ball. Thoughts on the half as a whole, Adam?
I think Sutton deserve a lot of credit for the way that they've excelled in this first half. Good pressure in the midfield area. Putting out plenty of saves of Marco Silvestri. Certainly going to give Leeds the benefit of the doubt, playing on a 3G surface. The changes that Gary Monk's made, the belief that he's put into this young squad. I just feel though with the quality that Leeds do have coming off the bench, the quality that they still feel going forwards, that Sutton needed to take that chance and get a goal before this half time.
I think Sutton have done very well in that first half. I do think in the second half Leeds will come stronger and win the day.
And some defiant goalkeeping has denied him, mostly from Leeds Italian custodian Marco. Half-time score in an intriguing fourth round Emirates FA Cup tie at Gander Green Lane is Sutton United 0, Leeds United 0.
And we'll take a break there. We'll be back for the second half in about, what, 10 minutes, 15 minutes? Well, we're nearly ready for the second half. I'm going to predict this is where Leeds will come stronger and win the game and book their place in the 5th round. And there's the Sutton manager Paul Doswell as his Sutton players enter the field of play.
At the moment, we're doing all right. All right, well, good luck. Biggest 45 minutes of your management career and this club for the last 30 odd years, so enjoy. Yeah, appreciate it. All right, enjoy the tea as well. Okay, time for the second half then. Let me hand you back to Adam Virgo alongside John Champion.
Here's Paul Doswell with his cup of tea, taking his seat at the midway point of his
And Leeds United will
522nd
get us
and certainly
underway.
most important game as manager of Sutton United. Pleased to report a significant outbreak of cup fever at this meeting point of suburban South London and Surrey stockbroker belt. 5,013 people shoehorned in to this.
My mistake, it'll be Sutton
Ageless
United
venue,
to get us on
much
the
the same
way.
as it was when Coventry came here in '89 and succumbed, when Leeds came here in 1970 and won 6-0. Maxime Biamou last back on the pitch. He nearly didn't make it to play today. He went out ill overnight. There was an emergency party sent
And the
out by
second half is on the
Sutton
way
staff to local
with
chemists in
Sutton
Town Centre this
trying
morning
for an attack, but that's a
get him
throw
something
in
that would
to
see him through the
Leeds
game.
on their left side.
Stuart Dallas. Adam Virgo alongside me on this lofty perch. Got a glimpse of it at half-time. It's not the most luxurious of accommodation. What you didn't see was the ladder that we had to climb up to get here. Here's Dukara. And over goes Nicky Bailey. And it is a free kick now.
And I think that's a
Habitually
free
in
kick to
cup ties,
Sutton,
the David versus
right in
Goliath
the
element.
corner,
You often
in
look at a
their
side
own
like
half.
Sutton who play really well for an hour, don't take their chances and suffer in the end. Is that the worry in Paul Doswell's mind now?
Yeah, exactly. John, I was just about to say that. Such an important 10 minutes now for Paul Doswell's side. You have that half-time break where the adrenaline and the emotion of the first half performance goes out the window. You know that Gary Mont's going to have word with his players. You know that they can improve an extra 15-20% and play on the front foot a little bit more. The quality that
Free
they've
kick
got
to
going forward
Leeds.
is there to see.
They take it quick, coming down the left side. This is where Leeds open the scoring. No, he's not. Look. Well taken by Sutton United. And they're not going to just about kept it in play. And well, they've won a throw in. Or is it Leeds United's throw in? No, the throw in goes to Leeds. Not sure who that came off last.
Cooper.
Well, Sutton United have had the ball in the back of the net. I've seen the replay and it is offside. There's been no changes to the lineups so far.
Manager who hasn't had great kindnesses bestowed on him by the FA Cup. He did manage Swansea in a fifth round tie at Everton. He's never gone further than that as player or manager. Stuart Attwell is the referee. You managed to avoid embarrassment, didn't you, by and large, in the FA Cup, Adam, as a player?
Yeah, I did. It's fortunate that you come up against non-league sides, especially. You don't want to be on the back page of the paper being beaten by a non-league side and the headlines written against you. As we saw with Brighton and Newcastle yesterday in the Championship, weakened sides with that dream of getting into the Premier League, and great to see Leeds back in these playoff places and going strong under Gary Monk this season. Been absolutely brilliant.
Well, you've got to play the right teams against these lower league teams and non-league sides, or you do come on stuck.
He won't want this against his CV, being beaten by national league sides, regardless of the changes that he's made.
Well, I've got to say, I think Leeds have put a decent side out. They do have players on the bench.
Collins got the shout from
As
his
that ball
goalkeeper.
goes straight toward Ross Warner.
Really is difficult to overstate
So
how
far,
well
not
run
much
a club Sutton
happened
United
in the
are
first 3
in the
minutes of
Panorama
the second
National League.
half.
They are a community club, the pitch helps in that regard. They run 30 junior teams. And they're run by and large by volunteers.
Sutton United are part-timers.
Almost as much as their annual playing budget costs them. But the possibility still of more to come.
think to put it in a better way, what Leeds spent on one player is not even nowhere near the budget Sutton United
Stuart
have.
Dallas.
This is the problem Leeds have got, John. At the moment, the ball goes out wide to Dallas, your fullbacks. There's no movement in front of him. Anyone coming short, one spinning in long. I've already seen a midfield runner getting beyond Antonsen as well, that number 10 for Leeds. Certainly got good options on the bench to maybe come on and just add a little bit more pace going forward.
Ball pumped forward by Leeds.
Downer.
Now comes to nothing.
Adam May on loan from Portsmouth. His manager Paul Cook came to watch him in midweek in the FA Trophy. For all that Leeds have put out a lot of young players, the youngest player on the pitch is Adam May at just 19.
We've lost the sound, but we've still got the picture. Leeds take a shot, and that'll go wide of the post on the left side.
Trying to mark his debut with a very memorable moment.
That's what you want to see for more from Everton. Billy Whitehouse just try and come inside and get a shot on Ross Warner's goal.
Oh, wasn't a bad shot from Whitehouse. Corner now for Leeds.
Dallas from in front of the Leeds supporters. Dukara, and that looked like a push, indeed it was, on Amankwa.
Well, he didn't control the ball very well.
Certainly clumsy there from Dukara. Needless foul there on Amankwa. I think the main outball for Leeds is that diagonal out wide to the wide men. Bryant and Phillips have got time on the ball. You're expecting the two wide men, Dallas.
I say Leeds will be happy with a 1-0 win.
When there's time on the ball, you know you've got that quality that someone that can ping the ball 50, 60
Long kick
yards
by
diagonally
Warner,
across the pitch.
and Leeds come with it first. And Sutton retrieved it, playing it back. Long ball played, back down the right from Leeds. I think that is just a throw in to Sutton.
Nicely in the Emirates-sponsored FA Cup. 6 Premier League teams definitely through to tomorrow evening's draw, which you can follow on the BT Sport app and the BT Sport website as well. So 6 from the Premier League, 5 from the Championship, Oxford from League One, Lincoln City from the National League. One confirmed replay, Leicester Derby.
And that should be a decent replay.
Hesitation and a challenge that the referee is asked to adjudicate, and Viana went down. Penalty given.
Penalty to Sutton United.
To come to that conclusion. But Sutton United have a penalty against a team 84
Ooh,
places
I'm
higher.
going to make things interesting. A long ball punted upfield.
From Stuart Attwell. He waited for the decision. He thought about it. And for me, that's a certain penalty.
It's the second one that's a penalty, not the first one. Is not a penalty.
Come out to an area that he doesn't need to be coming to.
But number 30, why did you trip him up for? You silly fool. You've just given Sutton United a golden opportunity to make it 1-0. Now, can he hold his nerve?
But he may not have faced a moment quite as significant as this in isolation.
Are we going to have the first goal? Here
With,
it comes.
History of heroism in the FA Cup.
Number 6. He's going to take it. He's going to take it. 1-0 to Sutton United. Sutton United take the lead against Leeds United. It's too early to tell, but we might have a massive shock on our hands. A few Sutton fans coming onto the pitch.
Well, this is what you need in these situations.
And the goal scorer was James Collins with a penalty on 52 minutes.
He just composed himself before he striked in. Paul Doswell certainly trying to rally the troops around him. He was in complete control.
Oh, that was a well-taken penalty. Hit firm straight down to the left side, sending the keeper to the wrong side. Good penalty.
Acclaimed by the manager, who's planned this occasion meticulously. Has total faith in Jamie Collins from the spot. And that is
So
repaid in
advantage
full.
to Sutton United, but there's a long way to go.
Just fraying a little. Stuart Attwell having to re-establish order. takes too much for Rory Deacon to get himself involved. Well, a rueful look on the face of a manager who knew exactly what he was getting into today. These days, a trip to a Vanarama National League club is
Well,
not
Leeds now on the
a
back
visit
foot,
into
but
the
there's
unknown as it
plenty
used
of
to
time
be.
for them to turn it around.
I think Gary Monk now will learn a lot about these youngsters. Talking about playing in the under-23 leagues at these championship sides and Premier League
I don't know,
sides,
should
you don't
Sutton
get this kind
United
of
try and
atmosphere, you
park
don't
the
get this kind of
bus,
pressure to play under.
keep it as tight
It's
as
a
they
real big test now
can?
for these league youngsters.
I mean, it's going to be a hard ask for Sutton United.
Circling there by Cooper. Deacon.
And Sutton trying to come forward with Deacon.
Louis
But
Coyle.
Leeds retrieve it.
Phillips.
Sutton want to keep this lead as long as they can.
Well, Lincoln did great things yesterday. And Sutton appeared ready to pick up the baton, and now they're running with it. Here's Tyler Denton for Leeds. Simon Downer was the defender.
So it's very seldom you get two conference sides in the fifth round. It has happened before, but it's a very rare occasion.
Edge the youngster out for a goal kick.
And Leeds about to make a substitution.
Leeds are wanting to send on Hadi
They
Saka,
do have
who's back from
strength
injury.
on the bench.
Checked over by fourth official Lee Mason. Adam May requiring some treatment in the interim, and Stuart Dallas is the player going off for Leeds.
And it's Stuart Dallas going
So no
off.
surprise that Gary Monk's looked straight to his bench for Sacco to come on.
And
Someone
here
with
comes
abundance of pace.
Sacco. Not a bad substitution.
Gary Monk's side since he signed at the beginning. I think this is what
He'll
they
be
need in that
fresh
lineup.
and
They've got
ready.
A little bit more injection of pace, a bit more quality to run at the full-backs as well. Pulled up earlier just before that goal kick was given.
At the moment there's a player down for Sutton United. Adam May joined on loan from Portsmouth in October.
Having left front Park temporarily. Back on his feet now. Maybe that he requires further attention. And that's the reason why. Bravely, May is back on.
And Leeds in possession in their own half. On their left side.
Bailey.
And that'll just be a free kick to Leeds United.
Penalty. As things stand, Leeds' worst defeat in the FA Cup was at Easton in the second round 8 years ago. And Leeds themselves were languishing in League One.
All played through, but that'll be offside anyway.
In this competition so far.
Well, Sutton United in the ascendancy so far.
This is what Gary Monk was saying, that
But there's plenty of time to go.
try and use them as much as possible. He's done this in the league. He's done this in the League Cup as well.
There was a strange one. 2009, Leeds lose to Histon in the second round. And in 2010, the following year, in the third round, they knock out Manchester United at Old Trafford.
Tyler Denton. Matt Grimes.
Leeds are playing for the middle, going to the right, but that won't find anybody.
Misjudged by Deacon, but
They'll go back to the keeper, and the Warner will pick that up.
Stuart Attwell took a long time before pointing to the spot, as if realising the enormity of the decision he was about to make.
Well, at one stage he took so long to think about it. I didn't think he was actually going to give it
It
originally.
was a
but
penalty. The Leeds
shows
player
his experience,
tripped his
shows his
opponent.
quality.
It's a
Such big
penalty.
decision to make, and he got it right.
Biamu.
And gave away a very, very cheap penalty. I don't think he even had to make the challenge.
Deacon. Only successfully blocked off by Liam Cooper.
Rolled out. I think Leeds are about to make another sub.
Leeds debut at the age of 18.
A young 18-year-old coming on for Leeds.
Eastman.
And there goes Eastman for Sutton. Is he going to shoot? Is he going to play the ball through? No, he's just going to lose it in the 18-yard box. But Sutton have it again in the middle. Chipped over, and now he's well wide.
Let's have another look at the penalty award, the central point of this tie so far.
Well, it's been a ball that's caused problems for Leeds.
That's not a penalty, that's a collide with the keeper, the first challenge. That's the penalty where he's just tripped him up. He knew it, he knew it. Good penalty from the Sutton United captain.
Composed himself brilliantly before the penalty. Tapped it away brilliantly.
And we have passed the hour mark, half an hour to go. Sutton United so far in dreamland.
The foul that brought the penalty was given Sutton the lead. A referee who was elevated to the Premier League at the age of 25, maybe prematurely in retrospect, but has made his way back to the select group, the elite panel. Phillips.
Here come Leeds again down the right side.
Sacco.
With Sacco. He hasn't got the ball in there yet.
Calvin Phillips.
Now the ball goes in from Calvin Phillips.
Billy Whitehouse.
It's on the left at Whitehouse. One trying to run it in the 18-yard box. Should be trying to get across. And that's a free kick. And Whitehouse can't believe it. There must have been a free kick to Leeds.
Stuart Attwell.
That's a free kick.
Really, really clumsy.
Oh, that was poor from the referee. Should have awarded a free kick to Leeds on the edge of the penalty area on the left side. Whitehouse was definitely fouled. He's called one right and called one wrong so far. Here come Leeds again, crossing the box. And that comes straight back out. Leeds get a corner. Oh, corner. Detton takes a throw in, number 33.
Possibly exceeded expectations so far under
And
Gary
Leeds go
Monk,
back
quality,
to the middle.
the way that they played this season, they've really believed and bought
Now
into
coming
what
down the right.
Gary Monk has brought into this club. Some brilliant results this season.
One in it infield. They've lost it. Good Sutton break here. So that is no, playing it back. And Deacon can't get any further, but he wins a free kick.
We've seen him plenty times this season on the National League with the coverage that we show on BT Sport. What you find at this level, John, is that you see players
I don't believe that was a free kick. There's a bit of a tangle there.
Sometimes the consistency at this level is totally different from a Football League player. But on his day, bags of ability. Saw against Cheltenham in the third round, scoring the winners against AFC Wimbledon as well.
Well, off goes Suleiman Dukara, and coming on in his place for his debut is 18-year-old Leeds-born striker Malik Wilks. You may well have read or seen on
Collar goes off, and here comes Wilks, 18 years old. Let's see what he can do.
Shot dead in Leeds, and remarkably, he's decided the best way of coping with that.
Ball played in by Sutton. That should be Sylvester's. Oh, what the hell went there? But Sylvester gets it, rolls it out. Bit of danger there for Leeds, but it was dealt with. He thinks Leeds should start picking up the pace now.
Lowers the average age still further. This must now be just about the youngest 11 that Leeds have had on a pitch at any one time.
Danny Mills was saying before that Leeds have always been renowned for bringing through good youngsters and bringing them
Alan
up.
Smith, James Milner
Budget that
came
he's
through
got,
the
he has
Leeds
to look for youngsters
ranks.
to try and breathe them through. Great man management, Gary Monk. So when you've got youngsters in your side, they communicate well with you.
Aaron Lennon,
That arm
he was
around you
another
as well.
youngster who came through at Leeds, now playing at Everton. Lee Burrow was bought from Charlton, so he doesn't count. David Batty, of course, absolute legend at Leeds United, winning the Premier League title with Blackburn Rovers, moved on to Newcastle before rejoining Leeds. I'll tell you, that player was not known for his goal scoring, but my word, strong defensive midfielder, and when it came to his attacking part of his game, my word, could he set up goals. Many a David Batty also very well known for his assists. He was there to set the goals up for Leeds, as Leeds boot the ball out of the ground. And a very, very good tackler was David Batty.
It's really important now the fullbacks get forward early.
I don't think many of us are finding it tiresome, are we? Alan Pardew, a well-known figure in these parts. Well, the chairman's got up in disgust. Alan Pardew's had his
Former
good days,
Crystal
his bad days,
Palace,
I remember.
Newcastle United, Southampton, West Ham, Reading, Alan Pardew. Who wants him as their new manager?
Average age of the Leeds team now is 22 years and 74 days.
It's a bit short, but Sylvester gets there first.
May bore down on it.
So the decision making now is really, really important from the youngsters. Silvestri to the rescue there this time. Great pressure there from Adam May on the goalkeeper.
So throwing to Sutton. Number 2, Macwa will take it if that's the way his name's pronounced. And he's got the ball again on the left. Is he going for a corner? He is, and he's won it.
I'll say we spoke about his long throw before the game, and Daniel Spencer
No, he
might have
won
been
a
taking
throw
those long
in.
throws instead.
So this BT coverage is very blurry indeed.
There's no second penalty for Sutton.
Never in doubt that one. Certainly the home fans that wanted a little bit more than that. They hit Matt Grimes' arm.
Bruce Elliott, the chairman, goes all the way back to the early 60s. He went to Wembley in 1963 to see Sutton play in the 1963 Amateur Cup final. It's an early memory. He was
Long
also
Heath.
here in 1970, sitting on one of those temporary
Leeds get there
benches.
first, and that goes out for throwing to Sutton.
Speaking to him before the game, he said this is the most nervous he's ever been for a Sutton game.
What else Sutton got to be nervous of? They got nothing to lose.
Whilst very much a Sutton football fan, he's also a bean counter, as befits an accountant by trade.
And Leeds are going to make another substitution.
Ronaldo, Vieira. Two good players in one. Who is preparing to come on for Leeds.
Well, that's another good substitution for Leeds, bringing on their main man Vieira.
Come to Leeds via Whitley Bay.
Hoof down the pitch. And that'll come to nothing. Back to the keeper. Kicks it long. Leeds win the first header, but it goes to Sutton. And that'll be back to the keeper. But Sylvester gathers no worries. Wants it straight back out. So Leeds can now try and get down the right.
modern era of the competition, have there been
Just
two
passing it
non-league
around
sides
on the
in the last
left.
16 since the competition's reorganisation in
Long punt
1925?
upfield. And again, the keeper comes and gets that too easy. Comfortable for the Sutton goalkeeper.
Cup dreams alive and well. Stories and images being cemented in minds that will last for a long time.
So it's clearly near, so you see that Bulldogs side looking to just
Well,
try
he's
and drop
coming
deep,
again.
playing their holes and probably allow a little more pressure coming from Leeds.
Leeds really
So
nearly
important now they keep the ball
should
well,
be
get
up
the ball
in the
out wide early.
tempo.
Haven't done that enough in the second half.
Wilkes. That's Grimes.
There'll just be a goal kick from Grimes.
Good position there for
Some
Wilkes
good
to
bowling
come
into
out wide.
Grimes, but Grimes not doing anything
Wilkes
that
leads
good
in
with
that
it.
box as well.
Kamar Roof is being told to get ready now by Leeds. Certainly knows the way to goal, as he showed 26 times for Oxford United last season. Louis Coyle. Antonsen making a nuisance of himself.
So who's coming on for Leeds next? Will it be Roof or will it be Vieira?
Someone that can just play off the front, pick up good areas.
Roof wasn't a superb
that
signing
final
from
third.
Oxford United.
The qualities of goals that he scored last season for Oxford.
Well, he did get Oxford back into the third tier of English football after a long absence.
Week after week, month after month, he's improved his performances for Gary Monk's sides.
Just a throw into Sutton United on that right. There left. Throwing long. I think that's going to go out for another throw in. Any minute Leeds going to make the substitution. Roof, a very attacking midfield player.
It's a Leeds ball. And as Paul Doswell gives instructions, it is another change.
Oh, off comes Whitehouse, number 37.
Lasts for 72 minutes.
And it is Roof who comes on, number 7 for Leeds. And Sutton United do have Matthew Tubbs on the bench. And that comes to nothing, and maybe Leeds can come forward, get the ball to Roof. And they've overrun that. And Deacon doing a good... Oh, they couldn't keep it in play. That'd be a throw into Leeds.
Certainly pace now, Gary Monk's side out wide.
Well, it's 80 minutes now for Sutton United to hang on to their slender lead.
Push on a little bit more. They've got good possession in midfield.
Collins. So the penalty which separates these teams, it came 8.5 minutes into the second period.
The lead of the ball in the middle. Need to get that ball down there. And they can't. He's still holding it, but going backwards. Leeds gain the middle, down to the left. No, they're not getting the ball in there quick enough. And that's headed away. Too easy for Sutton United. And that should be a free kick to Leeds, but they're allowed to continue. And it's hoofed away. And here comes Sutton down the left. And that's a corner to Sutton.
It's going to be asked of Biamu. He is playing so isolated up front on his own. Coming into these last 15 minutes, a part-time side.
Rory Deacon is about to try and set a new world record for the slowest approach to take a corner. Started off on the halfway line, began to break into a trot, then he slowed down, stopped, and finally he comes into shot, and Sutton eating up the seconds here.
That's going to achieve nothing unless they score.
Deacon.
Ball comes in.
Amankwa. May with the block. Couldn't get the shot
I
away.
think Leeds are going to come away with it. No.
Simon Downer.
It's a bit scrappy really, and a free kick to Leeds. Roof down, and
May therefore not be surprised
the
to see a
yellow
card
card for
comes as the referee
Bailey.
yellow for Nicky Bailey.
Well, it certainly was a foul on the halfway line. Warranted going into the book as well. Roof just a little bit too quick coming on.
we totally mistimed that challenge.
Nicky Bailey actually has a positive record against Leeds over the years. 5 wins, 4 defeats against them.
So when this game is over, it's Man United v Wigan Athletic.
Addition to the squad for Paul Doswell this season, that experience in front of the
Live
back four.
streams coming from the Red Devils and the United stand.
Imagine when he signed, is he expected to be on the brink of the 5th round of the FA Cup? That's where he finds himself.
There'll be a foul in a good position now for Leeds down on the right. Really good chance now for Leeds as Cole looks like he's going to take it.
Wide when you got the pace of Sacco. Louis Core now trying to get forward as much as possible.
What Leeds want to do is put that ball straight in, no messing around. This could be where Leeds grab the equaliser. Here it comes. It's in, and that is poor from Leeds. No, Sutton won't be counter-attacking. Leeds will have to put it straight back up.
Takes the corners and free kicks. Pretty poor there from Grimes.
Paddy Sacco. Matt Grimes.
Good try from Matt Grimes, but easily saved by Warner.
For a millisecond.
Well, got a good strike on it. You never know. It just can sometimes take a
Time
deflection.
is ticking down for Leeds United.
Took Ross Warner on the wrong foot.
It's going quick, or as Sutton will put it, it's going still too slow.
Fans to frame shirts and photos of notable incidents. He could be very busy in the weeks to come. There's concern here for Maxime Biamu.
It's been the hand of Cooper more than clash of heads.
Well, a busy Saturday coming up. When we get to next weekend, BT Sports Score will have news of the goals as they hit the net across the country from 2:30. And then once the final whistles have gone in the 3 o'clock kickoffs, the showpiece game from the Premier League, Spurs against Middlesbrough, live on BT Sport 1. It's a little early to launch a party. There's a palpable sense of excitement around Gander Green Lane. Cooper. Leeds, remember, opted to leave 7 internationals at home. Last time they played here, they had 11 full internationals, and Peter Lorimer, in the centre of your picture there, scored twice. in a 6-0 win. Leeds visited as champions of England. They come here today 4th in the championship and in danger of being chastened. Nice ball for Ruth. Out for a goal kick.
He's looking to come inside on that right foot and try and put in Wilkes inside the 18-yard box. Kevin Wanker did brilliantly there to stop the block going in. I thought Ruth may just coming in and had a shot on goal.
There's a brains trust meeting involving Paul Doswell at the moment. He's in there with Ian Baird, who is his coach and a man who captained Leeds to an FA Cup semi-final 30 years ago in the hat. And on the left there, Mickey Stevens, who was a winger, set up both goals from corner kicks against Coventry in 1989. This promises to be Sutton's best day since then. Rory Deacon. Kimaru. Leeds youngsters fighting for the club's cup life this season.
Still 1-0 to Sutton.
And with their captain may go their hopes.
Well, it certainly was another yellow card.
Oh dear, Leeds down to 10 men. Liam Cooper seen red.
It just sums up Leeds' performance today. Eastman on the front foot. Certain foul.
Well, he definitely tripped him up, so we can't have no complaints.
Stuart Attwell has no choice.
Oh, we've got 8 minutes to go, and that is a silly challenge. No, you can't go tripping your players up. Well, Sutton have a free kick. Is it in a good area? I'd be asking a lot of Sutton United to score from there. It's a bit too far out. Just on the corner, near the left side. Bit too far out from the 18-yard box. Gonna go for goal, is he? And the offside has been called.
On the near side of the pitch.
It was a great delivery in there from Adam May. Just see him half a yard offside.
Yeah, it's offside 100%. There's a bit of an uphill struggle now for Leeds. I'm sure Leeds are capable of creating a chance and getting this back to 1-1.
Chance of them preventing a pitch invasion if the scoreline remains like this.
Oh, Tony, if it stays 1-0, let the Sutton fans have a pitch invasion.
Blocked by Downer, back onto Wilkes and behind. For a goal kick, it's not going Leeds' way at all.
Exactly, these are these little situations now where you need a little bit of the rub of the green.
Well, Leeds really haven't come out in this second half, have they?
Good decision again from the Stuart Attwell. He's now just
been very disappointing from Leeds.
Denton.
But you can't take nothing away from Sutton. They got a lucky penalty through another stupid trip. And they took their chance, and that's why they're 1-0 up.
Winners in 1972. But today, to an occasion of some embarrassment. Has to be tempered by the fact that they've not fielded a fully representative side. But even so, that shouldn't be allowed to detract from the Vanarama National League's day if they see this through.
And they certainly can't take away the fact that Leeds is still a massive club. Gary Monk will be looking at his youngsters.
Well, I think the Leeds United fans are going to be too happy getting knocked out by a National League part-timers. But, you know, the team that scores goes through.
The mentality that they've been at, they haven't been on the ball so far. Sutton have had the best chances in this game. They've worked harder. As Danny Mills said before, the desire.
Well, 5 minutes to go.
Shown more in this game so far.
And Leeds really nearly have to pile on the pressure. Yes, they're down to 10 men. If they really up the tempo, they can at least get a goal back.
You know all the history of that, where FA Cup stardust has been sprinkled more often than at other venues, and Gander Green Lane is in that category.
So we do at the moment only have the one replay, which was an absolutely sensational game at Derby County at Pride Park, 2-2 in the East Midlands Derby, and yes, I'll be on that in 2 weeks' time. Well, this game hasn't finished yet, and that'll just be a goal kick. I don't expect Man United to have too many problems getting rid of their Manchester neighbours Wigan Athletic.
With the effort they put in for these first 86 minutes.
I do predict a Man United win all the way. The reason this prediction's gone totally pear-shaped is because I think Leeds, no, I think they put a decent side out, they just haven't performed today. Roof's on the ball, number 7. Leeds got to push forward with more urgency. And there'll be a free kick to Sutton United. I think that says 86. We'll know when, in about seconds from now, we'll know where we're at in this game. 87 minutes to go. Why are they wearing giraffes on their head? I don't know.
And there are her imitators in the crowd. Collins. Rory Deacon.
He's going to maybe keep it there. Got it. Long ball upfield, and that'll be too easy for Sutton. It's not Leeds are going the way of Brighton and Hove Albion and Newcastle United. And I'm going to say, if Leeds lose, do the fans deserve to get their money back?
7 points from relegation, Paul Doswell's side, so he still knows that there's a job still to do. Games coming up against.
And Sutton come away with it down the middle. They're coming forward. And they'll come to nothing. He's going to let it run out for a goal kick.
They're just running into the corner. Don't give the initiative back to Leeds to get a goal kick and put it into their own half.
And the goal kick is taken.
Malik Wilkes.
And that's not going to be able to keep that in play. Roof unable to get to the ball, throwing to the Sutton.
He's a very dignified touchline presence, Gary Monk. No doubt he'll answer potentially awkward questions about this afterwards, but the main task in hand from his perspective is the pursuit of a Premier League title.
Let's at least get this maybe back to a replay.
Continue the fine work that he's done, and I think if Instead of win here or
I know
6
Leeds
points against
United's priority
London
is
Huddersfield. I think every
Premiership
Leeds answer
football next
possibly would be
season and they get back into the
goals in
Premier League.
is
They
so
do
great
also
now
have
for
a
the
priority
Championship
not
sides.
getting humiliated by non-league teams. And to put the right team out, get his players motivated for this tie.
There's a real chance that Premier League clubs are going to be outnumbered in the last 16 of the FA Cup this season.
True. Of course, we'll have the draw live tomorrow.
So he's certainly not surprised with that statistic now that the amount of
Next
changes
week
that
we'll be
Premier League
back
clubs
with
do
more
make in this
live
competition.
Championship commentary.
Grimes. Antonsen.
And a game that goes out of the ground. Injury time.
That's how long
4 minutes. That is not a substitution. 0-0 is not going to be replacing 0-4. It's 4 minutes for Sutton to hold on.
Is that a prayer?
Now when any of any Leeds United fans do invade the pitch as Sutton invade the pitch, just shake the hands of the Sutton United players and supporters.
The number of season ticket holders has multiplied 10 times in the last 2 seasons.
No, there should be a pitch invasion at the end of the match as Sutton do make another substitution.
Baboy Traore, French midfielder, is coming on in place of Andy May. In fact, they're going to change their decision. I think Craig Eastman is going to come off because he did pull up, clutching his hamstring.
Well, we know Touré's coming on for Sutton.
Well, we've still got important games in the National League against Tranmere, Solihull and Dan Cowley's Lincoln, only 7 points above the relegation zone, so certainly need to try and
Have
rotate
they
the
made
squad
this
as much as possible.
substitution yet? Come on, fourth official, sorted out. Yes, here comes Touré, and off goes Eastman, the former Arsenal youth player.
It's not to do with his temperament, but his first name. Phillips.
Now Leeds coming forward. They haven't got much time left.
Coyle. Sacco. Very worst that Sutton are going to get out of this is a lucrative replay at Elland Road. Might be a whole lot more.
Oh, we're just under 2 minutes left. It's looking all good for Sutton. Leeds just not showing anything.
Wilkes. And Collins. May.
Leeds United now lost 2 games on the bounce since they beat Derby County 1-0 at Elland Road.
Some nowhere near old enough to remember the previous chapters in the Sutton story. Others will have enjoyed them all. Antonsen. Roof.
No, nothing for Leeds. Ball cleared away. Coming up to the last minute of this game, it looks like glory Sutton United. And we have 2 conference sides at the moment in the 5th round hat as Gomez goes down.
Yield a card here. Stuart Attwell off in search of Hadi Sacco.
Another yellow card for Leeds United. It is time for Sacco.
Oh, certainly some a lot of frustration there from the substitute Sacco.
An ignominious day for Leeds,
I don't know.
it seems.
It's a shame that Gary Monk has devalued the FA Cup. I'm sure getting back in the Premier League is a priority, but a good cup run would have been also very good for Leeds United. I'm sorry to say it's not going to be in the FA Cup.
Fiamu.
Sutton United minutes away
search of him.
They're
Phillips
virtually in the next round. Time is up and the referee should blow the whistle the minute this throw-in is taken.
The party is about to be launched. The joy of the cup, as we said at the start, is that it can bestow on clubs a day that will last a lifetime.
Come on, referee, blow that whistle. Time is up.
Fiamu. It's a Leeds throw, but they're a long way from where they need to be. Lots of fake whistles around the ground, only one matters.
Still not final whistles. Are Leeds going to snatch it at the end?
Sutton on their plastic pitch, on the brink of reaching round 5 for the first time.
Throwing to Sutton United out on the right.
Well, it's a plaintive cry, asking fans to stay off the pitch at the end.
Let Sutton United enjoy it. Throwing to Leeds.
We're a long way beyond the
In the
promised 4
middle.
minutes.
Come on, just launch it up there. And he hasn't.
It's Roof.
Roof has to get it down there quick. And it's been lost. And for some reason, this referee hasn't blown the whistle.
Stuart Attwell must be on the point of blowing now.
He must be. Game over, and Sutton United have caused a major upset. Well done to Sutton United. You're in the 5th round of the FA Cup, joining Lincoln City, who beat Brighton and Hove Albion yesterday. Disappointing from Leeds United as the fans come on the pitch to celebrate a fantastic victory. They've invaded the pitch, and why not? Celebrate this moment, milk this moment, you deserve it. Congratulations to Sutton United. And we'll end it there. Congratulations to Sutton United. And that's been a very, very good week of, well, very good weekend of FA Cup action. I'll be back tomorrow with the FA Cup draw. The next match is Manchester United v Wigan Athletic in the Manchester Derby. And for me, I'll say thank you very much for joining me for the 6 games, and I'll say goodbye and thank you very much.